In the districts of Gulu, a quiet transformation is unfolding, not through political negotiations or peace talks, but through healing. A 6-year study by Makerere University's Department of Women and Gender Studies is focusing on the overlooked role and recovery of men in post-conflict Northern Uganda.
We really wanted to understand what those communities saw as the current masculinities existing within them. Therefore, we were examining notions of masculinities, those that they found to be ideal and those that they found were the real masculinities now.
While many humanitarian programs have prioritized women and children, this study recognizes that men too bear deep psychological scars.
We need to change the narrative of looking at men as the perpetrators, as responsible for all the predictors of gender-based violence. And fortunately, the world is more aware that gender violence is an evil that needs to come to an end.
The project, which began in 2019, was led by Professor Sarah Sali and Dr. Evelyn Lutwama Rukondo in partnership with Salamander Trust and the Mind and Life Institute.
We found communities that had mental illnesses, high levels of drunkenness, high levels of prostitution, mistrust amongst them, maimed bodies due to landmines. We found a community with economic devastation.
The research focuses on 3 war-affected sub-counties in Gulu district, including Omel, Unyama and Awach, all of which suffered heavily during the Lord's Resistance Army insurgency.
The men did express that they felt left out, they felt cheated, that they too had effects of war, emotional, psychological and physical, but they were not getting as much attention from other interventions.
Titled From Violence and Victims to Voices and Vision, the study combines research with practical interventions aimed at helping men heal and rebuild their lives.
Many of them had left the responsibilities, the domestic responsibilities, to women. Many of them didn't want to farm anymore and were spending a lot of time in the centers drinking. Many of them felt helpless.
Using a step-wise approach, researchers were not only collecting data, but also introducing mindfulness practices and dialogue-based healing methods to help men confront trauma, isolation, and emotional suppression. During a dissemination workshop at Makerere University, the team revealed that significant change is now visible among men in these communities.
We found that the cases of GBV were reducing within the homesteads, especially of those who were participating in the training, because they were using techniques that we were sharing with them. For example, the eye technique, which improves one's communication.
The United Nations and local humanitarian agencies, the LRA insurgency, which lasted over 20 years, displaced over 1.8 million people. An estimated 60,000 children were abducted, many forced into combat or sexual slavery, and tens of thousands of men were killed. Findings from this study serve as a bold reminder that healing must be inclusive. Tony Senabulia compiled this story for EBC.